I'm here. Okay, I've got a lot of thoughts. I don't know how to structure this. So, start with the great stuff, all right? That was an awesome, heartwarming speech. That was beautiful. My poor broken heart. That was awesome, dude. Your humor was amazing. Like with your rejection jokes, that hit something in me. I thought that was really funny. Clarity was awesome. You have a very nice voice. You've got good inflection. Your pronunciation is muy bien. As broadcasting, muy bien with pronunciation. Vocal variety. I liked your speed and your volume is good. I think you can improve the variety just a little bit. Like you kind of hit the same three notes, just kind of a monotone speaker, which I thought lended itself to the speech. So I'm like, part of me is like, oh, you should have more. Then I'm like, ah, it kind of worked though. So I don't know. Keep it that way you will. You should have more of it at some point. Eye contact. That eye contact is interesting. You at the beginning of it, I was worried because you looked down right away before you started speaking. I was like, oh no, what if he spends the whole time here? But you actually were. The way you handled it was really good. Like, how do I put this in the words? You would go down to like catch up where you were, but when you were giving something that was important or like needed to, be heard, you would look at the audience like you should. The only thing I will say, it was one point, I only noticed it once. You were reading and you were giving gestures while you were looking at their thing. That's one thing that I would avoid, just because like the gestures are for the person, it's for the audience. It's not for the whatever. I'm not gonna even try, dude. I'm not gonna bother. I don't know what this is called. I'm too scared to ask. Wait, ask. Your gestures, your hand gestures are really good. The one thing I would challenge you on for that is that you tend to bring them back together, right? You've got a lot of self-soothing, like hand rubbing, which as far as like the soothing behaviors, the list of them go, it's a pretty good one to have, in my opinion. I like it. Like you just felt comfortable up here, I like that. So that's the one thing that I would say, at the very least, try and like cut that in half, the time you spend there. So like maybe drop them here for a second or two, then bring them back. Just anything that can get it down a little bit less. Other than that, I will say your chronological structure of it was really good. Like in the way you how do I say this? Your speech had a structure to it that was chronological with like your life, and I like that because it was easy to follow along and kept everyone's attention. You also had really good pacing. I admire your courage to share all that. It was awesome. You had. I wanted to say that like you should have had like a summary at the end, but honestly, the whole point of the end is that it's stronger than the beginning, I would say. And you had a really awesome, strong ending. So like I don't think that's even needed. So that was perfect. It was really well done. Also, the last thing I would say you should work on is to clean up your intro a little bit. At the beginning, you said, I don't want to share, what I'm doing today. You can just get right into it. Like, my name is Quentin. Here's what's going on. You just skip the beginning part of like the disclosure. Here's what I'm here to do today. Just get right into the speech. Just makes it, get into it right away. So, that's all I have for you. Thank you.